You know who I hate?
Yourself?
People that are late.
People that don't even show up.
Like who?
Devin.
Why was it a championship game today? Oh shit! Did
We
I miss a
didn't.
championship game?
We should have. It basically was in my mind. That was
How did it
my
go?
championship. We tied.
Ty.
Kissed your
Tied.
sister,
I had one of the worst performances of all time
and I missed
defensively.
it.
Yeah, it was rough. I had two. It was the most times I've ever been on base. Probably, I scored 2 runs. I got 3 hits. And I still consider it like the worst game I've ever played while we've
And
been
that's
doing
saying
this.
something because you've
Yeah,
had some pretty shitty games.
yeah. It was one of the worst defensive games. Like, I just couldn't do anything. Just couldn't do a thing. Oh, new setup. What are you doing with me?
I'm at a separate location,
Oh, good lord.
Studio
Where are
B.
you? No clock? Any clocks? Oh, you switched it. They flipped the switch on us.
Was the team good?
He's rotated a full 90 degrees.
It was
Were
a
they
tough.
good or no?
No, it's the team we beat in the championship. It was just I made awful plays. I won't say that not anybody else made like great plays. I mean, we were all playing pretty bad defensively. But it was like it was draining. Like, it was just a draining game. We lost the lead, got the lead back, lost the lead again, got the lead back. It was frustrating.
It's poor mental fortitude.
So now we're 0-1-1.
Ew.
Not good.
Yeah,
Ew.
that's a rough one. It's
We're like
like
the Bengals.
yeah, or the Eagles. They're
Both
both
are
0
bad.
2 and 1.
Wait, we've got to transition directly into football, but I have to do then the intro first.
Yeah, I think we got a lot to talk about.
Start the show.
What's that?
I say start the show.
All right, how about I start the show?
Do the
Start the
thing where you say the
goddamn
show.
show.
Welcome to the Relatively Jumbo podcast. My name is Nick. Follow us on Twitter at Jumbo Podcast, Instagram Jumbo Podcast. Check us out on YouTube at just search the Relatively Jumbo Podcast. Subscribe. We put up the episodes for the podcast and also the wrap-up videos that we shoot after, going into a little more off-topic and random topics. How's everybody doing?
All right. I'm doing all right. Like I said, that we lost in kick. I'm tied, but it feels like a loss. But I'll tell you that it was all right.
Wasn't a bad day. It's still like it's gonna be like the last nice day we have here by us for a couple weeks at
For
least. So
yeah, we might get a warm day in October, but yeah, it's gonna get
maybe
cool
one.
soon. Yeah,
We'll circle it on the calendar.
we'll have to get outside.
Big day. I don't know if you know this. There was football today.
Huh.
Bears win. Actually, Bears don't win. Falcons lost.
We've played 3 teams that have lost. We haven't
Yeah.
won 3 games. We just played 3 teams that lost. Like
Correct.
Well, you know
we're
what? We
the
haven't
3
lost
worst
yet,
teams.
and we now have the. I think the more pressing topic about this game is for us fans of the team that won in the fashion that they won. That most, again, we've talked about it last episode. Most teams do this against them, so I'm not surprised. I'm just kind of giggly because that defense is terrible. They should have shredded them up even more. I mean, if you think about it, there's a lot of touchdowns they took away. There's like 14. They should have won by like 14 plus, to be honest. They should have hung 40
Those
on
2
that team. But
touchdowns, yeah.
yeah, they should have hung 40 on that team. So let's get out of here saying that the Bears kind of squeaked this. I mean, they still put up decent drives, but it was with the guy who I think officially has taken over the role here. I don't think you can go back and forth when it comes to the leader quarterback position.
Are you saying you're no longer on the Mitchell Trubisky bandwagon?
I can't say it otherwise. I think the team is saying that they're no longer on
You
the
were
Mitchell
so high
Trubisky
on
tab.
Mitch.
Listen.
He was your
I
guy.
don't. I haven't said that first of all, I haven't said that I'm off of the wagon. I'm just saying that the team is currently off the wagon for him because you
But
make
you're
that
on.
switch. I think the play calling is
Personally, you're on.
terrible. I think the play calling was terrible until the end again. I think this is one of those things where I mean, the guy knows the offense pretty well. I mean, he's been there for about 10 plus years knowing this offense. So a guy that's been doing that for 10 plus over a guy that's done it for 3 that won a Super Bowl, yeah, he's going to make some plays. He's going to be able to read down the third guy. Like, and he played great against a bad defense. That's fine. But I mean, he's going to have to start. He's going to have to start because he did well. And I just think that there was some bad play calling when Mitch is. I think they're afraid. They don't want to open up for him that much because they don't think that they can do it. But it's also like a thing where he really can't throw it down the field, so that's a big problem as well. So I'll admit that that's a pretty huge fucking problem to have if you're a
So
quarterback.
you said a lot there. I'm just gonna break it down. I'm gonna summarize what you said. One of the quarterbacks can't do the job of throwing the football, and the other quarterback is gonna start next week because he looks good.
Probably,
Is
yeah,
that about what you said there? Because that's what I
around
got.
that. But I'm not
One
off of the
quarterback
Mitch
can
Trubisky
can get
wagon
to a
because
third
again,
read. The
like
other
I
one can't throw
said,
down the field. So
like I said,
yeah,
yes, I root for the Bears, but I'm not a part of their organization. The Bears have given up on Mitchell Trubisky. That doesn't mean that there's another team that's not going to give him another shot probably next year. So I'm still on his
yeah, in
wagon.
Canada.
The Bears aren't on his wagon, but I'll be interested to see probably where he goes next because he's probably done here.
Both quarterbacks threw 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter of a game where we came from behind and won.
Against 2 shitty teams.
Very
Those
shitty
two
team.
teams those two teams play each other in like a month, and they're probably going to go in that game winless. It'll be a winless bowl, toilet bowl. So I'm excited for that. Did the
That'd
Lions
be
win today?
fantastic.
Yes.
Ah,
Lions
fuck.
Lions beat the Cardinals. I think Kyler Murray had like 3 picks,
He's
2
done.
touchdowns.
No,
Bench him.
he's
Trade
done.
him for Trubisky.
Yeah, I mean, if
Trade him
Mitchell
straight up.
just Mitchell needs DeAndre Hopkins. That's what his. That's gonna solve his problems. He's gonna go down the field, and Mitch is gonna underthrow him 20 yards. But you know what? At least he's got that threat.
God, he just doesn't even
Dude,
try on those throws. It's not even
It's not
close
that
when
he's.
he throws.
The problem is he tries really hard. That's the thing. He's trying really hard to get it down there. You cannot say that he's not a Cutler that's failing. He's trying. I feel bad because his trying is not NFL quality.
He's
And
just not smart. He's just not doesn't have a good brain. So he's trying real hard, but it's like don't
I
give
don't
him
want
any
to call him
scissors. You know what
stupid.
I
I
mean?
just think he's afraid. I think he's
Oh,
really
he's
kind of
stupid. Oh,
scared.
I think he's really stupid.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. He just can't
listen,
make.
it's not his fault. It's Ryan Pace's fault for drafting him where he drafted him and trading up to do so.
I also think Nagy is still afraid to open up the playbook still. There's ways to get him a better chance to
Dude,
succeed. But I'm not
at some
saying
point,
I'm not
like
saying
if you can't make the fucking throws, then what are you doing there?
It doesn't matter what play you call if you
That's
overthrow the guy
true.
by 10 yards.
Like, oh man,
But
they
what
ran a
we have to
misdirection to
admit,
Cordero Patterson and then threw it to Jimmy Graham 2 yards in front of where he was standing. Okay, but he also can't throw it more than 7 yards down the field. Like, that's somebody's fault.
yeah, it's one of those things where, I, yeah, somebody's gonna have to really dumb it down for him to really have success for him, and
How
I don't
much
think
dumber
Nagy
does
wants.
it get?
Yeah, it doesn't get much dumber.
I don't know. I think that this
We're gonna run
offense is
we're gonna
so.
run
I mean, this
slants
offense
and
is so
outs all
complicated.
day.
Yeah, it's pretty much on. Yeah,
And then when we
I don't
get
know,
run
man.
blitzes, we're not gonna
I'm
audible
still
out of
on
the
this
run blitz.
wagon.
We're just gonna let Montgomery get lit up 5 yards in the backfield like he always does. Hey,
How's
they're
that?
loading the box. You call out of the play. You call a different play.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
there's 8, 9, 10 guys in the box, maybe don't run it.
Maybe
Maybe.
don't go up to the line. I'm pretty sure he says, "Hey guys, we're handing off to Montgomery. It's going right up the middle, right before he snaps it." That's that
Why aren't there quarterbacks that just don't know how to audible? Like, do they really just not know what's going
because
on
they're
in
not
front of them?
smart.
I mean, is that really what it is? I mean, it's really tough. And
Yeah,
I thought
and I
about I've thought about this with like baseball before, because you see people like come up to the plate and they really have no idea what's going to happen, what the pitcher's going to throw, what the pitcher's thinking. I think
yeah,
it's because at this point, like the three of us, I mean, in football, 4 or 5 years older than a lot of these people that are playing right now. and we've just been watching more football. So like
We
you
just are
become a little
pros.
like we're a little. Listen, this might be a dumb hot take, but we might be a little more cerebral
No,
than a lot
keep
of these
going.
people.
Yeah, no, keep
Like,
going. Keep going.
You're right
dude,
though,
you can't.
because those 5
No,
days a week
Devin, let
they
him
sit
keep
in
going.
classrooms and take notes. Yeah, the time we watch on Sunday basically makes us experts, and I agree with
Dude,
you.
tell me why the guy can't fucking see that there's that many people in the box and just call out of the play. You have a backup play.
Yeah,
Because
It's just,
linebackers back into zone sometimes.
because they
And
lie.
but
Hey, I
like
think
these are
it's
times
because
when they're not.
linebackers are. We don't know what they're doing. They're
he gets
linebackers.
burned on that shit all the time though, because he always that's the stuff that he gets because he's again, we'll talk about I guess he's stupid and he throws it right where that linebacker is. So sometimes he just probably gets afraid and he just doesn't want to get out of it.
Listen, I'm not saying that I'm more competent than an NFL quarterback, but some of these guys make dumb fucking decisions consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I just
Have you ever seen him audible? Like ever?
Does he know that he can?
I don't
Has
know,
anybody
man.
told him?
I really
Maybe
don't
nobody's
think
told him.
so.
Maybe that's the
He's
thing.
really the only thing he's saying is he's reading keys like any sort of simple high school quarterback. Like there's the mic and there's like the edge and we're gonna do that. Like that's all
Looks
I
like we
hear
got
usually
11.
from him. Yeah,
I think we got
like
11 out there.
I guess that's true. He really's not making any.
Guys, where's the
Yeah,
ref?
it's
Where's the
tough.
ref? Okay, I got the ref. He's right over there. I'm reading that. The
Yeah.
wind is blowing
Well,
somewhat in from the east.
if it's any consolation, Khalil Mack hugged Mitch Trubisky after the game, so that's I don't know if that's like a Godfather hug or is that we're getting you back in this game
That
hug.
was like a Fredo, you're dead to me hug.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, yeah.
I knew it was you.
Also, yeah.
And he kisses him, and then now he's getting whacked. He'll never show up for another game.
I will say the Bears defense is heavily predicated on getting pressure on the quarterback. And when they can't, the zone just gets tore up. And a lot of the time, the past 3 games, they haven't gotten a whole lot of pressure.
Yeah,
Well, they got
I
to
mean,
play ahead. They're a team that has to play with the lead because when you play with the lead, you can rush the quarterback more. They got
there's
to
a
worry
lot
about
of.
the run and the
They
pass. They're
also had
just
a
not.
pretty. They had 2 awful freaking roughing the passer calls that really
Yeah,
were
those are
sacks.
terrible.
Those are some of the worst. Again, that other reasons why this team probably could have scored even 50 points on the Falcons.
But
They got
that
a lot of breaks in the
my
beginning of
problem
that
with that call
stretch.
is it still should have been the Bears' ball because it was a fumble and then the roughing the passer and the ball out of bounds.
I don't know how you can rough the passer when first of all he didn't pass the ball. Second of all, he's making a tackle on the guy. Third of all, the guy's going down and like he's not leading with his head. Like, what are you supposed to do if
True.
the
I
guy's
mean, if
going
you
with his
make,
shoulder and his legs are already down, so he's already lower to his head. So it's like he leads his shoulder into his head. What are you supposed to do? You can't
I don't
do
disagree with
anything.
the call. I mean, it still happened. He still made contact with his head,
I
but
just I
still should have been the Bears' ball because he fumbled before all of that stuff happened. Like
I
roughing the passer had zero to do with the fumble.
Correct.
that just frustrated me. And then the
Those refs
second
had
one,
no idea what was going on.
the second one where they led at scoring, they led on a touchdown drive after that roughing the passer. I mean, that was terrible. I mean,
Yeah.
what are these guys supposed to do? Like, it's just we're gonna have this. I feel like we've had this discussion for the past 15 years. What are these guys supposed to do if they can't tackle a guy, if they can't bring him down? They can't. What is pressing on somebody? Like, what is all of this stuff? Like, what can you do?
Ask him, hey, can you go down? Excuse me, sir.
Put a flag on him, man. Time to do it.
Fall down.
Put a flag on him. Put a tutu on him while you're at it.
Your team is playing right now. Or no, Devin, your team's playing the Saints. Your
They're gonna
second
lose.
team.
Yeah, they're gonna lose
I
by
don't
a
know,
lot. I think.
man. Don't say that.
I
There,
think
you
they're
got
gonna.
old man Breeze.
I
Respect.
want to hate the Packers as much as anybody else, but I think Rodgers is on a mission to put up all of the points this year. Every points.
Probably.
He doesn't
Steve,
have a
who's your team?
girlfriend.
Oakland.
Oh,
They got
Las
wrecked
Vegas.
today.
Las Vegas. I don't know who plays in Oakland. There's no football team there. It's the Las Vegas
That's the team
Raiders.
you picked, though. It's like a minor league team.
Well, we haven't talked in a
Gateway
while, so they
football.
look good on Monday night. It's a little Monday night hangover against first of all against those Saints themselves. So
They were just
that's for
kidding that game.
they were
They were
really
just messing
kidding.
around. They
They
were doing
were
the
really.
mess around.
I think somebody's messing around with Breeze. They're putting something in his drink because he's kind of done. It's time for them to
He's
put
being
in.
Needs to be Metamucil. This guy looks old as shit.
He needs to do some steroids because he needs to get stronger, make some throws. He's throwing it as hard as Mitch does, and that's not good.
Come on, man. He's already down. Where you kick a man while he's down?
I'm on his wagon though.
I brought up our teams to bring up the fact that my team won. The Bills win on a spotty pass interference call that leads
Controversial.
to a touchdown.
Very controversial. I don't know who
I
you
mean,
paid.
technically he was holding him after 5 yards, so technically it's pass interference. But it's also kind of a bullshit call. But I'll take it. Bills are a wagon. Bills are a wagon. Bulls are mildly competent. They hired.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
Woo!
Bulls hired Billy Donovan since we
My guy.
last spoke. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that hire.
You gotta love it when Rick Pitino's at an Italian place eating the spicy arrabbiata on the spaghetti, and he's saying, "Hey, this Billy Donovan kid, I've known him since he's 18 years old. He's fantastic," and he's eating his gabagool too. So that's how you know it's a good hire.
That's how you know.
I
Not
don't
the
want to
X's
say
and
what
O's.
I don't want to say what else happens to Rick Pitino at Italian restaurants. I'll tell you what, it's a lot though. A lot of things happen to him. It's pretty fucked.
Yeah, things happen. Things happen quickly.
Yeah,
But I'll take the Bills
emphasis.
win. We'll see how everybody else's team does, but I got a wagon. Bulls,
Aren't you?
competent.
Wait. Aren't you?
What?
Aren't you worried about the Bills? Kind of like I don't know. Their defense kind of looked a little spotty today.
It was weird because they were up 21-3 at one point, I think.
Yeah.
28,
Or
I
28 to
think.
3?
28.
Yeah, 28 to 3.
I mean, I'm not saying the Rams are a bad team. I mean, they look a lot better
think
than
they're
they
a
did
bad
last
team.
year. I think they look a lot better. Jared Goff looks a
I
lot
think-
better than. Oh Jesus! Sorry, guys. Sorry, Nick. You're looking at a guy playing a little saxophone. You're about to see something in about 5 seconds. Again, just go get cable, bro. Go get cable. But yeah,
It's fine.
Bills.
I think the Rams are better than they were last year. I think the Bills might have. I think they might have bought into their hype mid-game while they were 28 to 3, and then the Rams just kind of veteraned their way back into the game, and they were like, "Oh shit!" And then they won. So
I wish the Bears had Josh Allen. That'd be pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, that guy's awesome.
God damn, dude. I'm ready to watch them play the Patriots. That's gonna be a showdown. That better be both those games better be prime time. Those could be ended up being like one of the better games of the season. Both of them.
I think it's a big time curse that the Bills are having. The Bills have as good of a team as they've had in a very long time, and there's no fans that are allowed to tailgate or be at the game.
I think people are breaking tables
Those
at home.
fans are fun. The Bills Mafia is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wish
it'd be fun to go to.
If we ever do any sort of traveling series for this podcast, probably we should put it on the list going to like a Bills game. I think that should be one thing that we do.
We have the Vegas game, right? We're gonna go to a Vegas game, and then we're gonna go to. Do you want to go to Buffalo though? I mean, that's the only part that sucks about going to a Bills game. Who wants to go to Buffalo?
Well, we can go to it.
We can hang out at Niagara Falls, take some pictures for the gram.
That's like the shitty side, isn't it?
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
Go to the Canadian side. They got the casinos and shit.
Yeah.
We can go to it. We can go to Atlanta. We can go to like a sporting event, and then we can go to Magic City after to really test out to see what those wings are.
Ooh,
Yeah, I don't want to go.
Can we do an episode sponsored by Magic City? We'll just we're just gonna do a show in here today. We're just gonna show up with our computers and our headset.
We're not no table by the girls, please. We want we just want here. We're here for the food.
We got the Diamond Lounge reserved to podcast today.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like when the defensive coordinator is up in the booth, just so he can see over everything. Like I got a table in the back, slightly elevated, so I can kind of like just check out what's going on. Yeah. I'm like, that's a spread option. That's a spread option.
Oh no. Abort.
I like that idea. Head to Atlanta. We'll figure it out. We got to do something.
Well, hopefully we'll have a treatment soon so we can actually go to sporting events. That'd be sick. That's the move. And then we just.
Are you taking it when it comes out? Are you the first round type of guy?
I'm a first rounder. I don't care. It's like I don't care if it gives me a rat tail or something. I don't give a fuck. I want that vaccine.
How big of a rat tail is too big?
I'm gonna wait 5 weeks after like Xbox or PlayStation comes out. Wait till the bugs get worked out. I don't know if I'm getting it right off the bat.
No, I'm going to get it first batch, and then I'm gonna go on StockX and resell it for $5,000, and then I'm gonna flip the
You can
vaccines,
start
bruh.
flipping it.
I'm gonna flip them vaccines, bruh.
Is it going to be free? Are vaccines free? Do you have to pay for a vaccine?
I think it's mandatory.
I don't have
You
health
have to
insurance,
get one.
so no.
Get him. Get this guy.
Government, get this guy.
Somebody, you're listening. Get this guy.
Get this. Hey, government.
Oh man.
You're fucked. Sorry. Speaking of California, or no, New York. Sorry.
Nueva York.
The exact other side of the country. The 49ers, everybody on the whole team is hurt, and they beat the Giants by 27.
By a lot.
Jordan Reed got hurt on that field again too. They want to get out of
Again?
MetLife Stadium.
That's the one thing I'm never surprised about anymore. Jordan Reed gets hurt. Yeah, did he finish a game? That's more surprising to me.
He did last
Yeah.
week, and he did all right.
Barely.
He's good, but he can't.
He's
He
good.
gets injured.
Yeah. That's the best ability is availability. And
He made some crossroads deal where he's like, yeah, I want to be really good at football, and the guy's like, yeah, you'll be really good at football, but the thing is, you're always going to be hurt. So sorry.
You've got nine total games worth of minutes to play. Spread
You
them
did
out.
not read the fine print on that deal, my friend.
Yeah, he got screwed. But the Giants are big trash.
Yeah.
So
Always.
There's a lot of winless teams, I feel like, this year. There's a lot of teams that are 0-3 right now. One of them being
There's
the
a weird.
other team.
There's the higher, there's upper tier teams where they're gonna win. It seems like every week. And
Yeah,
then
the
kind of a middle
Bears.
tier, and then a lot of shitty teams. There's a lot of shitty teams.
Yeah, let's say these teams that are gonna win every week. It feels like you got the Bills, you got the Patriots. Feels like the Packers might. You got the Bears,
Yeah.
you got the
Seattle.
Niners, you got the Bears for sure. Seattle, and then you got the Bears. You got Pittsburgh.
Are you having a
You got the
stroke?
Ba-
You said that there's only one Bears team.
smell
This guy-
burnt toast.
Oh no!
When they get Mitch back though, they'll definitely go undefeated again. That's next
Get
week.
him back. He didn't go anywhere.
Get him back in the game. Get him back in the game.
Will we finally get Mitch back? They should have been
It's very
just
sad. He's
take a
so
limp on
he's
the
so
sideline,
innocent.
Mitch.
Our baby boy, so innocent.
said
He just looked like
Nagy
a
didn't even
sad.
tell him. They had that offensive coordinator tell him.
It doesn't
What?
help that he was. It doesn't
Nagy
help
didn't
that he
even
was.
That's
talk
not
about
true.
it.
Yeah, no, he
Wait,
didn't.
is that
know.
true?
Yeah,
That's true. Yep.
he's done with them, Nagy. He seems like. All right, I got my.
That's a bitch. That's a bitch move.
He seems like a little
can't do
punk
that.
sometimes, Nagy. I don't know. He seems like a big jerk to people.
He's got swag.
No, he does not. He's a
No,
bald head
you
and a
can't-
visor.
if-
Who wears a visor and has swag? What is this, 2000? Get the fuck out of here.
It's got to be him. Maybe
Doug
him as an asshole.
Peterson. Doug Peterson wears a visor. He lost all of his swag though. Because
Until
they tied the Bengals.
How's that team so bad? Nobody's playing on it?
it's not the
Everybody's
fact.
hurt.
It's not only the fact.
Oh,
Yeah, their defense
Carson
is bad.
Wentz just sucks.
Carson Wentz kind of stinks. They kind of wish they probably had Nick Foles. They'd probably be all right with him.
did you guys watch how overtime unfolded at the end?
Yeah, he punted on fourth down. He didn't try to go for a win. He punted. He could have gotten a field goal range.
Not only did he punt on fourth down, the
He went
Bengals
up
just
there?
ran the ball.
No, I
With
get it
nine-
for them. I get it for the Bengals.
But no, just throw a Hail Mary. Why the fuck not? What? You worried you're going to throw a pick six and lose? You're not going to
You're
win
not
this
making
year
the
anyways.
playoffs
You just get a
anyway,
better
yeah.
draft pick. Yeah.
Hey, it's only 3 games in. Let's calm down on our Bengals now. I'm picking them up as my third team, the Bengals, just because
Oh, shit.
just
If
because
the
you guys
Bengals-
are counting them out.
If the Bengals go to the playoffs, you got to jump in the lake.
I
You
want
gotta go to Cincinnati.
No,
That's
that's
worse.
no. I'm not gonna put the lake. I'm not putting the lake bet on the Bengals. No.
All right, listen, if the Bengals make the playoffs, you got to go to Cincinnati and get Skyline Chili. You got to get Skyline Chili.
I'll go next week to Cincinnati against Skyline Chili.
You weirdo.
I was a big fan of the Bengals wagon once I saw that video of Joe Burrow getting absolutely murdered on the field today and still ended up playing the rest of the game. That is some pro stuff. I think that's the official hit. Like, you're officially an NFL player, kid. Once you could get up on that one, you're in.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin can take a hit. He got crushed.
Buff
That was
Culkin, bro.
You think that's
that
what
was
happened to
tough.
Sam Darnold when he started his? And everybody's like, "Wow, Sam Darnold took a beating, but he plays for the Jets and he played the whole game." But
No,
then
because he's like,
eventually
I'm.
you get to like year 3, and he's just the worst quarterback I've ever seen play.
Listen,
He
Darnold.
made some terrible throws.
Yeah,
His whole
he's
thing, but like even in college at USC, his whole thing was he turns the ball over a lot. I don't know why people are surprised that in the NFL, where people are better, he still turns the ball over a lot.
a lot
He had
more
2 pick
too.
sixes. He's thrown more touchdowns for other teams than he has his team this year.
Pretty
It's
good.
yeah. They're again. It looks like today. What was the final score of that game? Because obviously they lost one.
It was like
Um,
33-7. Let me
ah,
I think
see.
they're still counting. They're still tallying it up.
They
For the
ran out of
Colts.
paper. Okay, so it's they got a field goal. It's 36-7.
okay, so
Colts.
I like to think that's a win for the Jets. They kept it close for about 2 quarters. I think at halftime it was what, like 17-7. That's pretty close for the Jets. 1.5 scores. That's a close game. So
Do you
may,
think that somebody that's like a big Giants fan owns the Jets and they're just hiring people and making the worst moves just
I
to
hope.
fuck with Jets fans?
I don't know.
Well,
I
do
just
you
think
think
Woody
that somebody
Johnson.
that owns the Jets or the Giants is a Jets fan, and that's why both
Holy
teams are
shit.
trash? They're just in a
Do
trash off.
they both think that they own the wrong team?
I'm pretty sure the Giants got new ownership, didn't they?
Wouldn't that be amazing though? If you could buy your rival franchise and then just run them into the ground for forever?
As
Yeah.
a petty person, I think you would rather buy the Packers and make them shitty than buy the Bears and make them good.
Oh my god. And then every hate
Yeah.
mail I get from Packers fans, like, I love that. I live on that. That's
I
Yeah,
genius. That's diabolical.
I'd
it really
yeah.
is.
I trade Aaron Rodgers first day. I'm like, I'm sick of this guy and his apparent supposed big wiener. Apparently, get him out of my sight.
Trade this guy and his dick.
I mean, you gotta
I
trade
think
both, right? You can't.
that was one of the yeah.
You can't just do one.
His dick's just like on the sideline wearing like a shoulder pads. Like, put me in, coach.
Still throwing for 300 yards. Ridiculous. Sticks guy game.
That was one of the things that reminds me of why I love Red Zone so much, because the Bengals running out the clock to tie happened at the exact same time that the Cowboys took a safety and they were split screen, and I was just cackling on the couch, just watching multiple teams be completely inept. I think
It's the time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
I love Red Zone.
Yeah.
I haven't invested yet in Red Zone this
Going
year.
back,
I just
going
stream it. I just stream it.
going back to that Eagles Bengals game, the only guy that was furious about that tie was Scott Hansen. Holy shit! I thought he was gonna walk out of that studio and go to Philadelphia. And he was like, these son of bitches are gonna tie on my watch.
But he's right. He's right. If you're the
Yeah,
Bengals, why wouldn't you throw a
absolutely.
Hail Mary?
If you're the Eagles, why aren't you throwing a Hail Mary? I feel like they're supposed to win now. The Bengals aren't winning nothing, so I don't care what they do. It's more on the Eagles, in my opinion. He's
Yeah.
punting, just throw the ball. Well, I mean, you don't want to give them in the field goal range, but I mean, still, it's the fucking Bengals. They
So what?
suck.
You lose, you lose.
Yeah,
At least you're playing the game.
you play the
Well,
game.
especially for Doug Peterson, that's his whole thing. Like, big balls, Doug Peterson. He goes for it on every fourth down. He calls all these unconventional plays. And then you're going to punt it in overtime?
Yeah, it's not. He's getting a little less wild with this stuff, getting more timid. It seems like.
They're not going to win that division anyways. The Cowboys are going to win that division.
Did they win today?
No.
No, but it was close. It was a lot
Oh.
closer than I thought it was going to be.
The Washington football team's gonna win this division.
I do love that.
No. They
That
only
makes
have
me
one
smile.
They
The Washington football team.
I saw that the Browns were killing them, and then they almost like came back and like they were winning. I was like, what is going on? The Browns don't want to be over 500, and then they managed to do it. They did it.
win. Yeah. So
Congratulations.
Browns ended up beating him by 2 touchdowns. And Fun fact, this is the first time the Browns have been over 500 since
Oh, yeah.
2014.
I can't believe that fact. That's insane.
I can't believe they were over 500 in 2014. When was this period? That's what I'm more surprised about. I only
Well,
think of that
wasn't
year with Derek Anderson where they almost made the playoffs, like
Maybe.
what, 15 years ago. That wasn't the team though. I think that was like the Brian
was
Hoyer.
2014 the year they went 10-6 and made the playoffs, or was that like 2009?
That was like 2006, and they didn't make the playoffs. They didn't. They didn't make the play. They had that record and didn't make the playoffs. Like,
That's fucked.
I
it's
wonder who the
funny.
quarterback for that team was.
It was Derek Anderson. It was Derek Anderson. I
For the
remember.
14 year?
Yeah, the 14. That was Brian Hoyer. Remember that? I think that's the Thursday night game. They won that game, and then Brian Hoyer like snapped his leg in half, and then they like lost the
Oh,
rest of the 10, like 12 games. It was a Thursday night game. I remember it distinctly because Cleveland was buzzing that night.
Turned up in Cleveland.
Last night they've been buzzing. That was, yeah. So Washington, Chase Young, groin injury. He pulled up like 10 minutes after he walked off the field in just like shorts and a t-shirt. Like, well, he's out.
Yeah, he
Awesome.
That sucks too. He's gonna be out for like a month at least with that recovering. Groin
injuries are tough.
Yeah,
it's like a hammy.
Yeah, worse. I feel like that's way worse in my opinion. Pulling the groin.
Yeah,
because you banging. How can you bang?
You can bang on a torn ACL. Can't be banging on a pulled groin.
Just delicately. This you can't even touch. The fuck.
Don't touch me. But
also, before we move on from this game, is Baker Mayfield more competent than Mitch Trubisky? I just want to get clarification. Damn it, dude. How though? I don't even think he's that great. I still think
commercials are much better than Mitch's.
Mitch can't do commercials because he can't read sentences, bro. Come on now. Why you gotta do him like that?
He can't read. I told you he can't read.
Can't read defenses, can't read sentences. That's tough.
Bitch, we love don't you love Bud Light? Yeah, for sure, bro. Bud Light.
Maybe Nagy wrote him a note and he handed it to him and it said, Foles is starting now, and then the offensive coordinator had to come over and read it to him. Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, he had his
what does this say?
He was feeling pretty wild. I'm pretty sure he had his visor going backwards or like sideways, like Scotty Too Hottie did it. So I think he was feeling himself.
He was a pouty puppy today on the sideline watching that Bears win.
Listen, he's a nice guy. Okay.
How do you know?
Just not good at throwing a football. I don't know. Seems like it. Just an innocent kid.
If you were named Mitchell and you tell people to call you Mitchell and not Mitch, you're an asshole.
Wow. You have some. Yay.
You're an asshole.
Take it up with Mitch.
I don't have enough time to sit here and say Mitchell.
Too many syllables.
Name's fucking Mitch.
Watch Mr. Trubisky become like a backup in, let's say, like a place like New Orleans or like Tampa or something like that.
No, it will never happen.
Why wouldn't it? They took on Jameis Winston. Drew Brees is gonna retire soon.
He's a second overall pick. He's gonna get another job somewhere.
And it'll be somewhere it'll be somewhere like that because they'll work with him and mold him somewhere that has a good offense, that has good offensive coaching. Because I still don't think the offensive coaching here is as good at all.
So Cam Newton's gonna play for a big contract, and then I think Mitch is gonna go to the Patriots because because he can run and he's also white.
Is it because Bill Belichick is that bored? Is he that bored?
Yeah.
You think?
That's the only way it happens.
He just likes projects. He likes big projects.
Well, Bill Belichick is just good because Cam Newton's a great quarterback. These motherfuckers. Like, get rid of Brady. Now they're saying I'm only good because of Newton.
You know why
he was quarterback I could bring in.
You know why Belichick would succeed with Mitch Trubisky?
Because he's the greatest coach of all time.
He's probably going to coach Mitch Trubisky's strengths and not force him into some offense that he has to learn.
Probably.
Yeah, Doug, you can't say shit about that. Can't say shit about that. I think 100% so. Not everyone can run this offense. I'm telling you, not everyone can run this offense. It's complicated, man. They said that.
Bro, the offense is not that fucking complicated. It's just like run a draw play, run a play action, fucking run to the left, if your first read's not there, you have a second read. Maybe look at it, see if it's there. If
This
not,
is
just
all
go run.
offenses, Nick. You're not explaining his offense. It's all offenses. But the thing is, like, it's
Okay,
all about. The thing is, like, he needs to get it simplified. They do that for him, but Nagy doesn't want to change his way of thinking just for Trubisky, and that's why he's going to
bro.
move on from.
How dumb we got to make this fucking offense before you figure out maybe it's the person running it that's the problem.
I mean, they don't. I obviously they've given up on him again. I've already said in the beginning they've given up on him. So this is how much time they gave him. So they've given up on him. That's it. So he'll find another place to go. And like you said, he might succeed somewhere else. Maybe he doesn't, but he's gonna get somewhere else to go. And it probably would be somewhere that, again, I wouldn't be surprised if a good team with a good offense would take him.
Sure. Titans Vikings. The Vikings kept it close.
0-3. 0-3.
They stinks. I love it. Maybe Mitch goes to the
Fantastic.
Vikings.
They pay him $85 million.
Yeah, that'll
Give him
fix
the big buck. They
that'll
just give him
fix
a
the
big
quarterback
contract right away.
situation. Well, Kirk Cousins, I'll say this: Kirk Cousins didn't look awful yesterday or today. Yesterday.
Well, yeah, he's in a contract year. Wait, is this the last year of the deal?
No,
It
I
was a
thought they
3-year
extended
deal,
him.
right?
I thought they
Did
extended him
they?
last year.
Probably. I don't
Oh,
know.
whatever. Titans
Um,
won though, so
Yeah, they're good. I mean, they looked pretty bad in the beginning, but
what was the
pretty good.
Gostkowski show? He kicked like
Kick the shit out of it.
6 field goals for Gostkowski.
Yeah,
So
They needed every one
what are
of
you
them.
gonna do?
he had to make up for that time he missed 6 field goals. So this is perfect.
Yeah. Patriots Raiders. Cam Newton, good. I don't want to say I told you so, but the I told you so tour continues.
He's all right.
Well, he's gonna be a Bear next year, so be
He's
ready.
no Derek Carr.
He should have been a Bear this year.
I know, Nick.
I'm upset.
Maybe he can't run the offense.
No, I think it's too complicated. I'm not gonna
Dumbass
let you.
excuse.
You two. Oh, we've watched much more football than these NFL guys. We're gurus at the game, and these guys.
Okay. Well, if they've watched more than I have and they still don't fucking get it, then maybe he just is a goddamn idiot. That's not my fault.
It's
You
not
know
his
what?
fault.
It's easy to say we got fucking Dante Fowler breathing on your fucking neck. It's easy to say from when your goddamn couch that you can do it. So let's take it easy on
He's
him.
not breathing down his neck pre-snap. You can still
Oh.
see how many fucking people
You
are in the
still
box
see-
before the
Scary.
ball
You
snap.
ever looked at a guy looking at you in a football uniform? It's scary. He might have got a little scared these couple of games.
So now
Nick.
you're saying he's not a good quarterback because he's scared?
No, he might be.
Wow,
He might be
I
seeing
can't believe you
goats.
say he's.
He might be seeing goats. You know what? That wouldn't be the first quarterback seeing ghosts. Okay.
Not there
So
seeing goats.
it might be. It might just be a phenomena. Maybe the
Nah,
NFL players see
nah.
ghosts.
Got 8 goats in the box. Maybe he needs more time at the line of scrimmage to count. 1, 2, 3. Mitch, we got to snap the ball. Fuck it.
8, 9, 10. Wait, should I count him twice? Fuck. Timeout.
Here you go, Montgomery. Oh. That
Uh,
guy, I'd be so pissed if I was him. He always gets, as soon as he gets a handoff, there's 3 guys tackling him already.
yeah, I mean, it was a rough game for the O-line, the run game, and stuff like that too. I mean, but they'll be fine. I mean, I have faith in the run game getting back together. I think they kind of gave up on the run the second half when they were down 16 points, so it's hard to really get an understanding. They were breaking out a couple of runs at the end of the game, like those draws and stuff when they were running down the field. So I mean, that gives me
Yeah.
confidence too. I mean, their O-line looked pretty bad in the beginning. I'll say that. They looked pretty rough out the gate, but they got it back together at the end.
All right, what's the next game?
Texans Steelers. Houston 0-3.
Yeah, Bill
Unexpected.
O'Brien's fired.
They've
Gonna get
played
fired
3
soon.
good teams, though.
They have. I mean, their schedule's been
Kansas
brutal.
City is the best. Pittsburgh has a great defense.
And then they played the
Touchdown.
Ravens.
And they played the 3 best teams in the AFC to start the season. So
Yeah,
You'd like to maybe win one of them.
I don't. They What was the score of that game? Was it that close? I don't think it was that
Yeah, it
close.
was 28-21.
Yeah.
It was a one-score game pretty
They,
much the whole time,
they
or at least
play
the second half.
they just play so I don't know. It's not even like lackadaisical. They just play just enough. They play enough to where it gets close, but it's just they don't have and they do I feel like just they don't have that closer type of style. Like they don't got the weapons to be a closing team. I think their defense is a little bit older. I don't think JJ Watt's the same player he was 5 years ago. It's tough. They can't stop teams like they used to. And even to like a point like 2 to 3 years ago. They can't stop teams on defense like they used to. And I know they're playing like really good teams, but we considered them to be a really good team. I mean, last year they made the playoffs. They lost one of their top receivers and one of the best in the NFL, but that shouldn't mean that their defense is going to go down. So,
They still could win that division.
yeah, I mean, they most certainly could.
Starting
I don't know.
0-3,
I think
they
the
still could
Titans.
probably win that division.
I think the Titans are probably going to take it.
They're 3-0, aren't they?
I believe so. Let me see.
Yeah, I think
Yep,
so,
3-0.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're it's tough when you're 0-3 and
Well, there you
3-0.
go.
You're making up a lot of games.
Steelers
Sorry,
are a
Vikings.
wagon though. Somebody should have picked the Steelers.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'll
Big
be good.
Ben. He's pretty good still, which is kind of weird, but not really.
Well, they'll have to make it as a wild card, I think.
I think they might win the division. I still think they'll compete against the Ravens for a divisional win. I,
It'll
I
be interesting to
why
see when they play.
why can't you see that they have the talent to do it, especially at the linebacker position. That's how you beat teams with a fast quarterback like Lamar. Like you have to have fast
I'm
linebackers.
kind of a Ravens fan. I like their organization. I like their head coach. I like the
I like there
purple.
too. I like the Steelers because they got Bud Dupree, and that is the sickest name ever. It's like
Sounds like an old
dude.
oil baron.
It
Better
sounds
than Jim
like
Bob Cooter.
he sounds like he's gonna be either he's got to
Good
be
name.
that he also runs a Ford dealership. Bud Dupree's. We're
Come on
getting
down to
Bud.
Bud Dupree's.
You're gonna get
Run the
that.
ad. Hey, Steve, do the ad for Bud Dupree's Ford.
Hey, y'all, I know that you saw us off the 55 exit on South going on to Kingery. We got the Bud Dupree's Ford dealership. We're running specials on F-150s as well. Just mentioned that you went to the Steelers game and you saw Bud Dupree making a play. And you'll get a Ford F-150. 0%, 0% credit, 0%, $0 down. And you're gonna be paying a lot of money for 5 years to get a car. Yeah, I get it, but it's a sick ass car. You look badass in that F-150. You got that Bud Dupree's Auto Ford dealership. We also sell BMWs.
They paid for a lot of ad time.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, that
surprised.
was
I
good.
talked to him. He's like, "Do
Especially
you want
the
to see
note
the
about you reading
stutter?"
the financing really slow. Usually they speed through that, but the
No, you
note I
gotta
see the
make
note
sure.
on the ad read.
You gotta make
Yeah,
sure.
they're big on transparency. Really appreciate them reaching out, getting the double ad time.
Well, no,
So
Thanks,
most car
bud.
dealers aren't. You know what? I'll be honest. Most car dealers aren't honest, but Bud Dupree's Ford dealership is, and they're trying to save people money. I'm losing money right now.
speaking of losing money right now, Panthers Chargers. Doesn't really have anything to do with what I just said, but they did play a football game, and
It
the Panthers
happened.
won.
Good.
It did happen. So moving on, Lions Cardinals. Kyler Murray threw 3 picks, and they still almost won.
Yeah, the Lions
They
stink.
played the Lions. So
I think Darius Slay got it out for the season, isn't he? Or is that like did he
Slade
hurt him?
doesn't play.
Oh wait,
He
he
played for
doesn't play.
Arizona.
He plays for Arizona, doesn't he?
He doesn't play for the Lions.
Who does he play for? I just saw in the way that Darius Slay got hurt pretty bad. And I know that doesn't have to do with anything with the Lions anymore. He's on the Eagles.
Now you do.
Well,
He got fucked
we
up
already
on the
talked
Eagles.
about him. So
There's our
Yeah.
hot take for the Lions Cardinals game. Darius Slay gets injured.
I just pulled a Kornheiser right there. I just pulled a Tony Kornheiser right there.
Gotta
Yeah,
see you
I
a
didn't
little
watch
later
the
watching these
game.
games.
Want to fight about it? Want to fight about it, Will? But I didn't watch the games. I was too tired.
yeah, when I was talking to Darius Slay on the phone, Kornheiser, Tony.
I had to hang up the phone with Barack Obama to talk to Darius Slay, Tony. And he's like, "Oh, I was just taking a nap. What are you saying?"
I love their banter. I love the back and forth.
How many name drops does Wilbon do an episode? You think at least 10 to 15? He has
You don't like
to.
Wilbon?
I do, but he's just so
Oh,
classic name dropping journalist
I like
guy.
Wilbon.
Like he's such a dorky guy that just like he wants you to know that he has a lot of friends in sports and entertainment.
He's the Chicago
I
guy.
like
He is.
I like the two guys. I like their chemistry. I don't necessarily like Wilbon as just Wilbon.
I don't think he's like a bad
I like
guy
him.
or anything. Like I
He's
just
not
think
a
he's
Yeah.
funny.
bad guy.
Dude, I just
I don't dislike him. It's just like we get it, dude. You know a lot of people. Fuck off.
Tony could know a lot of people if he wasn't too tired all the time.
Yeah, he's just like a sloth. He's just constantly just slow moving.
Yeah.
Does the show in his house.
Hey Tony, you want to go to Gibson's with me, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, and Scottie Pippen? No, Mike, I'm tired. I want to go home. Want to catch Dateline.
In other news, the Bucks played the Broncos.
Tom Brady's back.
The Broncos had no idea there was a game happening.
Yeah, they stink. I think I already said it. Vic Fangio probably is
Well,
not.
they're also on like their fourth string quarterback.
Hey,
They
Driscoll's
got Jeff
got
Driscoll
swag.
in there.
He's got. Hey, you act like Jeff Driscoll's we're Mitch Trubisky
Mitch
out here.
Trubisky.
No,
Hey, gotcha.
Wow.
Hey,
They get no respect.
he's my guy. I get to say stuff
Hi.
like that.
You're gonna tell me a guy named Jeff Driscoll's gonna take you to promised land? Get real. Get real, buddy.
Yeah,
Well,
we got a better chance of getting to the promised land with Jeff Driscoll than we do, let's say, flipping sports Ricky Renteria. So that's all I'll say about that right now. But yeah, I think Jeff Driscoll.
hey.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, Driscoll is. I got the most faith in the world with Jeff Driscoll. He'll get
That's
at
your
least
guy?
one win. At least one win. They're not gonna go winless. Hopefully they gotta play some bad teams soon. I think the Chargers, maybe they gotta play them soon.
I think the Chargers might be better.
They
Oh,
let's see, the Broncos.
the
I think they have a
Codes.
bye week next week.
Great. They needed
Already?
it.
No. Here, you're actually very right. On Thursday, they're playing the Jets.
Let's go.
Oh, they win. Yep, they win that game. That's
Actually,
right.
no.
There
I
it
might.
is.
I
I saw the promos for that, and even the promos are like, "We're sorry, you have to watch this on Thursday night." Like,
Our
people
bad.
they're very upset. We thought they might be good. We thought maybe one would be good. They're not.
I-
Watch it on
I
Thursday.
I'm not too certain, man. That's going to be a barn burner of a game. I'm telling you, the Jets that might be a one-score loss for the Jets. I'm not even joking. That's a winless team. I mean, the Broncos don't look that good at all. Like they don't
Why
look
do
that
lineups for the
impressive.
Thursday night games always suck?
I don't get that either.
They're always
So
shit
lame.
games.
Well, first off, they're both winless. Second off, I think because that's the NFL Network. I don't know why the NFL gives the NFL Network dog shit games on Thursday.
Because
But
Let me watch
not
it on
everybody
something
gets
other
it.
than NFL.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly
well,
why.
that's the thing is like let's put the shitty game on Thursday. People will still watch it because it's the only thing happening.
What jerks?
Dicks.
Let me watch it though.
They're on the shit list.
Oh yeah, definitely watch it. Cowboys, Seahawks. We kind of talked about this, but Russ is he's the man. Just let him cook.
I
And they've
can't
been letting
believe
him
he's
cook it.
never gotten an MVP vote. Not one.
Yeah, I mean
Not
he
even
probably
last
should have
year.
won.
Last year he was good too.
Yeah, I think this might be the year that he gets the MVP. Yeah, at least I mean through 3 weeks he's the MVP,
Barely.
if you could call that.
But I think he almost won it last year until like what, week 15 or something, and then
Well, it was tough because it was Lamar Jackson,
Lamar
and
was
then the year before that was Patrick Mahomes.
but not to get
It's
one
tough.
vote, kind of.
I don't think that he's never gotten a vote. He's just never won the MVP.
No, that's the thing. He's never received an MVP vote.
Really? Not
One
even
vote?
last year?
Yeah, that's why it's such big news. I don't expect him to win the MVP, but to not get a
How the
vote.
fuck did no one vote one single vote for him last year? He was like Mr. Fourth Quarter, like the whole season. Like he
That was like,
dominated.
and I hate listening to Chris Collinsworth,
And
but
he's
that's
on
the
my
story. Like
shit list.
he did the story where he's like, "Yeah, I was late getting into the voting thing, and I was gonna be the one vote for Russell Wilson, but I missed it. Now they won't let me vote anymore. I'm an
Why?
Not
asshole."
a
What
not a
a
Doink
chance he was
doink.
going to actually vote for Russell
I
Wilson.
was like, good
Doink
story,
doink.
Foghorn Leghorn, you fucking jerk.
I say I double doinked it on doing that vote for Russell Wilson.
Now they're not letting him in the booth. They're like, all right, Chris, no, you're done voting. We gave you one vote. You fucking didn't show up for it. You're done. You're done with voting.
He's like, I say, let me in the voting booth.
Collinsworth, you missed it by 5 minutes. I say, Russell, I apologize to ye.
I really don't like this guy that's not going to let me vote.
Fucking doink. I hate that guy.
Yeah, but getting back to the matter at hand, Russell Wilson's very good at football. Cowboys are not good, but they'll probably still win the division because the whole division stinks.
Yeah, not good. I mean, they're better than most. What are they? 1-2. There we go. Better than most in that division. I think
I
they're
mean,
in
the
first.
the Washington football team is 1-2.
They
Yeah.
tied for first. It's a battle.
Yeah, and then the Giants are 0-3 and the Eagles are 0-2-1.
If the football team makes it to the playoffs, I'm going to buy merch.
Wow, settle down,
Hey, I'm done with the lake bets.
huh?
What do you think the merch like? Do you think they're selling a lot of merch for the football team?
I would imagine because it's like when a player gets drafted, his jersey becomes like the best selling jersey for the team. It's just because nobody has it and it's new. So like they're
It's
probably
gonna be like
selling a bunch of
collector's item
merch.
things because they're definitely gonna pick a name eventually, right?
No, I
I
think they're
hope
gonna
not.
like this. I
Do
think
you
they're
think
gonna
they're gonna
like
wait out
this.
this guy with the patents? Like,
I think it's kind of elegant. It's kind of like a little like it's like how they do it in England for their footy teams. They just call it like they just call them like FC and stuff like that and like whatever the fuck.
now I hate it more. I liked it before you said that. Now I hate the idea.
Well,
Well,
Ted
that's the
Lasso,
idea.
right? Ted
So
Lasso. You guys gonna watch it?
No, I'm
Are
not gonna watch Ted Lasso.
all right?
Brian keeps trying to get me to watch Ted Lasso. I'm
You're
never
making the
gonna watch
fall.
it.
You're making our fall guy upset right now. Why the fuck are you talking bad
I
about his
told him
taste?
to his face through my headset. I'm never gonna watch Ted Lasso. I don't like
what the
Sudeikis.
Are you putting him on the shit list? Or are you putting him on the beef list? You putting Sudeikis on the beef list right now?
I no, I'm a nothing. I nothing him.
Wow. You don't even have respect for him to be on a beef list for you.
Nope.
I'll put
Steve, I'll be honest with you. I also don't like Jason Sudeikis.
Put him on the beef list then. I'll put him on it for Devin. Put him on the beef list. He looks like a goober. I really think he's not that funny. Horrible bosses. He's not. He's not really that
He's
noticeable
the
in the
least
movie.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah, he's never noticeable in a movie, and I think his humor is like making fun of like a situation, which is good with like a group of friends. It doesn't play well when you're like acting. So it's just I don't know. I don't like
Do you
his
like that
acting
movie,
style.
Horrible Bosses?
Nick does.
No.
What are you talking
Oh, I
about?
bet you do. I bet you love that
What are you
movie.
talking about? You love that movie.
I bet that's one
Wait,
of your
why?
favorite movies.
The fuck you
Because your
mean? Why? I'm
favorite
not gonna.
actor's in it.
Yeah. What
What
do
do
you
you mean?
mean?
Oh god damn
What are you
it.
trying to say? Don't you love that movie?
I forgot about that. God.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you did.
I'm
Always looking the other way when it comes to Spacey.
I mean, he's got good movies. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
Nick.
you can't say that. You can't say it. Isn't the rule though, if everything that he's done before you find out that stuff, you could still enjoy?
Oh no.
Well, but he did the thing before the movies.
Yeah, but you didn't know that.
Yeah.
No,
It
Devin.
should
You
be from the
cannot
point
listen.
where you know that.
No,
Isn't
Devin.
that
I
the
You
listen.
rule?
cannot.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I
No,
think if you
Devin.
didn't know,
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know.
You cannot listen to Ignition Remix, Devin. I know you
what are
want
you
to
talking?
badly.
Listen to Michael
No, you
Jackson all
cannot.
the time. Literally, that's the only thing you listen to. You have a tape cassette that you've been
Well,
playing. as long as I've known you, Michael Jackson.
Hey,
You got the shiny glove.
I watched on
Yeah.
TV them not guilty votes and saw those doves flying in the air. So I don't know. There's nothing wrong with my guy. I know there's nothing wrong with him. He's out in the open. Well, he's dead now, but he was out in
Wait,
the
what
open.
happened? What story did I miss? Michael Jackson's out in the open. They can't find his body.
It's the Thriller
They
Part
can't
2 in
find
real
his
life.
body.
He's just flying around the world.
What the fuck?
No, hot air balloon.
I know you still watch all those Epstein movies, so don't read me the right
What
act.
the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
All those
Steve.
Weinstein movies.
Why is this happening? I don't watch the Epstein movie. What the fuck is that? That sounds like
I have 'em.
evidence. What the fuck?
I know you watch them still, so I meant to say Weinstein, but both are
The
bad.
wines.
Both are bad.
Yeah, Harvey. That shit's weird. Have you ever seen like videos like of past like Emmys and like other like Oscars, and they're all like, yeah, this crazy fuck Harvey Weinstein, like it's like this bastard Harvey, like they're all like they know that this guy was such a weirdo, and like everyone just kind of
What if you could never watch his movies again? That's like a lot of movies.
Like, you can't watch Good Will
I have no
Hunting.
idea.
You can't
I have no
watch.
idea what
You
movies
can't
he's
watch.
been involved
You
in.
can't watch most Matt Damon and Ben Affleck movies. You can't watch Jennifer Lawrence movies. You can't really watch like Philip Seymour Hoffman movies. Like those, most of their movies,
A lot of
like
movies.
yeah, it's like you can't watch like a lot of. Oh shit! I mean,
Silver Linings Playbook was good.
it's the Weinstein Group. You see that shit all the time in the front. Yeah, Silver Linings
Was a good
Playbook
movie.
was all right, I guess. I
It was a
just
good movie. I like Bradley Cooper.
the only
Yeah.
the only David O. Russell movie I like is Fighter. Head body body. Head body body.
Head body, head body.
Can I say that one where they're what is it? The one with like Jennifer Lawrence and like Christian Bale, and they're all like stealing money and stuff. I don't know. And they have fake aliases. That movie sucked. American Hustle, is
I,
it?
I never saw that.
Yeah.
That
I
movie
think I saw part of
sucked.
it and I stopped watching it.
That movie sucked ass.
They did a lot of advertising for that
Some
movie.
people like that, Steve.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't fetish shaming. Remember a long
The
time ago?
movie or sucking ass?
Listen, to all my
You
ass
told
suckers
me.
out there, don't take any offense, but that movie did suck the ass.
That's fair. Firm but fair.
It really is. It really is. I don't know.
Well, previewing the Monday night game, you've got two of the Texans' three losses, Chiefs and Ravens.
That's the big highlight of it. What are these two teams that have beat the Texans? What are they going to do this week? I mean, they had some big hurdles. These Chiefs they're coming out of nowhere. This Kansas City Chiefs team against this up and coming, coming out of nowhere team, Baltimore.
What if all their interviews are just like, yeah, we wish we were still playing the Texans. Man, that was fun playing the Texans. Like they just use their ad time, their airspace to shit on Houston. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I like that. So it's in Baltimore. I don't know if I guess home field matters just because you get to sleep at home. I don't know.
I
It's a
guess
bonding experience to travel with the boys.
some of these stadiums pump loud ass crowd noise though, so maybe they try to force like that home field advantage.
Well, there's a maximum to how loud you can be. I think it can only go up to like 75 decibels. Like they've made a maximum.
You can turn it to 10, but some of these people are turning it to 11.
Yeah, we better check. I feel like Green Bay. I don't think I've watched them play a game, but I know they're doing something fucked up over there.
All right, well, investigate them.
I will.
NFL. Who do you got winning? Chiefs, Ravens.
Chiefs.
Ravens,
like the
3.5 point favorite.
I like the Chiefs.
I need Mahomes to really come through for me to score some fantasy points, but
No.
I think
I
Baltimore is
don't.
going to.
Yeah, I need it.
You're
Need
fine.
to,
You're
Nope.
up by like 100 points. You're playing a scrub this week. You're playing the worst guy in the league next to me.
Little peek behind the curtain. I'm playing Steve this week in fantasy, and I so far am whooping that ass.
Well, when you don't have your best, you don't have George Kittle, you don't have Christian McCaffrey. It's tough. I would consider myself the Bears of our fantasy league. One of
Now
the
we can
worst
blame
2-0,
Taggart for your
one of the
team.
worst
It,
2-0
it's pretty
teams
much
in
Taggart's
football.
fault for your team sucking because he
No,
drafted it.
I will say I am the worst 2-0 team because I have by far the fewest points scored against.
Oh yeah, I do have the most points in the league. What am I talking? Why am I dumbing myself down? I am
I
the
have the
best
most
2-0
points scored
team.
against. That's why I'm losing.
That's tough, man. You got to show up. Your defense
That
has
and my
got to
team
show up
sucks.
next week.
Then my team isn't good. What Nick's been watching a lot of football. He's basically an expert.
Yeah, he's a
He knows
pro.
who's going to be good. He
If you
knows who's not going to be good.
if Nick strapped on a helmet next week, he'd be running better offense than Mitch would be.
All I'm saying is I'm 2-0 and I'm up by 66 points.
There's something to
All I'm
that.
saying.
There's got to be something to that.
There's something to that.
You guys excited
I,
for this week? Little baseball playoff time, or no?
Yeah, I'm excited.
we can talk about it.
I'm not excited.
How are
after
you
this
guys?
week.
How are you guys feeling? Because White Sox kind of limped into the end of the season right there.
Yeah. Well, they went
I
from
think
like
they've just been hung over. They clinched and they're like, who gives a shit anymore? We're gonna
I
Yeah,
coast.
but
don't know why they
the,
did that. They now are in like a
the,
terrible position. They got to go to
yeah,
Minnesota and win 2 games.
weren't they the weren't they the 1 seed at one point?
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that was like
Yeah.
yeah.
They were best in
They
the AL at one point.
they were the first team to clinch. They're the first team to clinch.
Yeah.
Now they're the 7 seed and they got to play the A's.
No, they got wait. No, I thought they were playing the Twins. They're playing the A's.
Yeah, they're the 7 seed and they got to play the A's.
The Twins are the best team in the AL. I didn't know that.
I don't
I
think so.
I thought they lost today. I think it was like they got to play the Twins again.
I don't think that's correct. I don't know.
Let's pull up the brackets, folks.
Why would he lie to you?
All you folks at home, all you young hockey players out there, pull up the baseball brackets. All right.
Tampa's the best, and then Oakland.
Yo, you're right. They're playing Oakland.
I know.
Oh. All right.
That's fine. That's fine. They went 5-5 their last 10 games too, so they're not too
Oakland's
hot
pretty
right now.
sick though. Yeah, but you guys are like 1-9.
Yeah,
2-8.
let's talk about how bad this past week has been. First of all, like they made the playoffs. That's great. I mean, they had a rough series against Cincinnati, but that team's hot, so I didn't think anything of it. I thought they were just gonna at least try to split against Cleveland. I know they've had troubles with them. Problem is, they probably could have split against Cleveland, but their coaching has just been their decisions. Their managers in over their head. I think that they've made pretty bad decisions on pitching. Uh, that one game where they brought in a guy that was typically a starter and they put him in with the bases loaded and a relief role, his first active pitching for a month and a half, and he gives up like 4 runs. It's like, well, what did you expect? They're acting like
Even did you see Steve Stone on Twitter?
yeah,
White Sox commentary
he was
or the White
pissed.
Sox announcer
He was
or
pissed.
color guy.
Yeah, color
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
color
pissed.
guy.
Yeah, he was like fans were tweeting at him like, "What the hell is he thinking?" Talking about the manager Renteria, and he was like, I don't know."
Well, Frank Thomas is
Like,
going off too. Like every news feed
Yeah.
I get is Frank Thomas rips into the White Sox.
Did you see his reasoning for doing that too? It was like, well, we're gonna, try to pitch him in the playoffs, so we got to see if he's gonna be ready to be in that situation because we assume he's gonna be in those high leverage situations. It's like, what kind of like you're playing to win a division? What the fuck are you doing these things that should be done in like August? Like, what are you fucking like? This is not. Could somebody like check the pulse on this dude. Tell him like you
Yeah.
can win home field for this shit. I know that it's going to be a weird playoff after that, but you're not going to make it that far if you got to play this bad matchup. It's just like it's just so frustrating when it's just
Do you
like he
think he'll be
doesn't
back?
care. I don't think so. If they get beat this round, hell no. It's time for them to get somebody that gets it.
Just let Cooper run the team.
No, he's not. He doesn't get it either. I think they got to go with
Let him run
somebody
the
like Alex
team.
Cora, dude. If they get Alex Cora here next year, things are going to be pretty nice. And I think he's ready for another job.
They should just bring back Ozzie Guillen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can tell by how Ozzy talks about this team. He's just like I can do such a better job than this fucking jerk. Like,
I loved it when
god
Ozzy
damn
was the
it. Like,
manager.
who doesn't? He'd bring that same fire too, and I think all those guys respect his ass. And I'm sure
Oh
that
yeah,
they play hard as hell for him. I think any team respects that dude, man.
except for all the Cuban players, they probably wouldn't like him. But
Yeah.
everybody else in the team,
Yeah.
they'd be down.
Sox don't have many of those, right? They have a lot of them, people. The joke didn't
That's the
land.
joke.
That's a joke.
Do you understand? They have a lot of players that are from Cuba originally.
What's your thoughts on the Cubs?
They're 4-6 in the last 10, so they're not too. Don't get too high and mighty over there.
Yeah, they got swept by the
The
Pirates,
Mr.
didn't they?
Fancy Pants.
No, they won one at the Pirates. I like that they're not playing the Reds because I think the Reds are very dangerous in a 3-game series because you've got three really good pitchers. You got Bauer, you got Sonny Gray's your third, and then number 2 is buddy with the changeup. What's his name?
Luis
Castillo.
Castillo.
Yeah, you got Luis Castillo as your 2 starter. I think if you got to win 2 out of 3 against them, that's tough. So
And they're hot
I would
right
rather
now.
play. Yeah, I would rather play the Marlins, but like the Marlins are not.
That's our Marlins, baby. Congratulations to our Marlins. Derek Jeter, Executive of the Year, obviously.
Obvi.
He's a stud. We knew this going in that they were going to be amazing. So credit to
Well,
us.
what's the stat? Was that a real stat that every time they've made the playoffs, they've won the World Series?
Yes.
I told you that like 5 episodes ago that
Yeah, but
they've never
I
lost.
didn't know if you just made that up or if that's a real thing.
Do
They've literally never lost a playoff series.
you think the Marlins are going to be? Oh wait, no, it's at Wrigley Field, so they can't do it. I was about to say somebody's got to put up a cutout of Bartman, right? Like that's got to be like the thing, because that's like the last time they played each other in the playoffs, and everyone's gonna be like,
They're doing the playoffs in the bubble.
no, they're doing the
Bubble
first round.
playoffs.
I thought they're doing the first rounds at home fields, so they got to.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, those those
They
three
need to
game
figure it
series, the
out. Why would they
Marlins are
do it
going to Wrigley
different?
Field, and then the Sox are going to Oakland for that.
Fucking stupid.
I'll say Cubs season as a
Very.
whole, the offense very much underperformed. The 2 best hitters on the team statistically, if you're going by OPS, are Ian Happ and Jason Hayward, which if you would have told me that at the beginning of the season, not a chance I would have believed you.
Hey,
They need to figure out how to hit. The pitchers, I think the starting rotation kind of
they're
came
better.
into form. You know, Lester hasn't been himself the whole season, but his last 4 starts have been really good. But I think you got Hendricks, you got Darvish, probably John Lester is your 3.
well,
I think that's pretty solid.
I saw they put in Quintana today too, so he's going to get bullpen work in this thing. So getting him back is pretty big, depending on how what you can get out of him. And yeah, I would say the biggest concern is getting those bats going for this team. And Chris Bryant's getting a little hot right now. Looks like he's got a couple
He's
back
got
home runs.
the first 32 games he played, he had 5 RBI. The last 2 games, he's got 6. So getting hot at the right time.
So you got
Javi ripped a double left-handed yesterday. So I think we're getting our swagger back.
he lifted left-handed because he was pitching against, or he was hitting against a pitcher, wasn't it? That was
I don't give a
Friday.
fuck. It was still
Or
102
he
miles
was
an hour off the bat.
He was pitching. He was hitting the shortstop was pitching. That's why he did it. I like. He's funny because Javi does that shit. I seen him do that last year against when he was pitching or a position player was pitching. He got into the box left-handed. And I find that great. I mean, that's awesome. That's almost like if you can do that, and obviously you're not as dominant as your other side, but you know that you're up against somebody that obviously is, it's a white flag when you do that type of stuff. So it's cool that he can still do that. He can succeed doing that, but it's like everyone kind of enjoys it at that point because it's cool to see.
I love it because he's now officially 1 for 2 hitting left-handed. And yeah, I think just do something that's fun. I mean, if it's going to be a blowout game and nobody really cares, just do something fun that makes the game fun.
Yeah,
And that was fun.
that was pretty fun.
So
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see what happens this playoffs. I still think that the Sox might, they got 2 good starters going, so anything can happen at that point. If you get 2
Can't.
good
I don't know
outings,
if they got enough. They'll be all right though.
They gotta get woken the fuck up on the bats, man. Like they got to start hitting. Like this is, Tim Anderson is not hitting well right now. Luis Robert is finally hitting more. He had like 3 hits today. He had 2 yesterday, so that's good to see. Moncada's hitting a little bit better. So if those guys start hitting, and they need to put like if Renteria is gonna do this dumb shit where he's gonna put Edwin Encarnacion in the cleanup spot, even though he's hitting like 150 and he runs into home runs maybe once every 2 weeks. It's like if he does that shit, I'm gonna be like, you fire him. You don't even let him coach game 2. I mean, like you just don't even let him do it. Like
You're firing him in between game 1 and game 2?
if Encarnacion or Nomar Mazara
During
are
game one,
both in, if
not
they are
even.
if Nomar Mazara and Encarnacion are both in that lineup, then he's an idiot. He can't do that. He needs it. If one of them is in it, I'll be fine. But if both of them are in, that's
Has any coach ever been fired during a game?
probably under the George Steinbrenner era, definitely. Like
That
Billy
would be
Martin.
sick if they're like, where'd the skip go? Oh, he just got fired the second inning.
I'm pretty sure Billy Martin got like fired 30 times when he was like the
Oh yeah,
Yankees coach. So
they probably should have done that to Dan Quinn today. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. The GM just comes down in a suit and just like yanks you by your jersey. He just like asks for your full
you're out of
uniform.
here.
well, you've never seen like the video
And
of
then he's the
Billy.
manager for the rest of the game.
You've never seen the
Yeah.
famous like the introduction of Billy Martin coming back to the Yankees and him and George Steinbrenner literally having an argument at that press conference. As George is like, I don't like how you're thinking. Like, I'm gonna fire you, and he's like, you haven't even hired me, George. What are you talking about?
That's one of the great things about being an owner is you can just do whatever you want and nobody can really check you because like you own the team. What are they going to do? Write a bad article about you?
Yeah,
Tell you to
can't
sell the team?
fire the owner.
I'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, I would just taunt like everybody's telling me to sell the team. I would just taunt people like, oh, you want me to sell the team? Oh, well, I'm not selling the team. I would just do
Not
press
selling the team.
conference every week
Yeah.
talking about how I'm not selling the team.
That's what Virginia does. She's like, you want me to sell the team? Well, fuck you all, motherfuckers.
Yeah, screw being a coach or a GM. You just got to own the
Be
team.
the owner. Yeah.
No,
But
sabotage it.
then sometimes you don't have enough money. Sometimes you got a lot of expenses. I
Yeah,
got
hey.
2 teams not playing right now. Stadiums are empty. Sometimes it's not so great.
Listen, I lost I lost $10 million this year. I'm having a tough time too. Okay, you got a
Talked to
problem?
Billy Donovan. I said, Billy, come on, man. You're breaking my balls. I can't pay you that much money. Can you take a coupon for your contract? We'll bring back Noah. It'll be fine. We just can't give you as much money.
Do you guys know what Jerry Reinsdorf's net worth is?
A lot.
I don't think it's as much as we would think, but I'm gonna say
I
it's
bet
You
it's
want
a
to
lot.
guess? Because I looked it up.
is it like 200 million?
It's more than that.
Well, what is he?
The value?
He's a
What's the value?
lawyer.
The
Well,
franchise for
yeah,
the Bulls. The franchise is like
The-
350 million.
no, it's more than that.
No,
He's probably got
it's
like it's
it's
probably
it's
like a
over a
billion.
billy.
It's probably like 2 billion.
Well, then why would he only have?
His net worth is $1.5 billion.
And he owns 2 sporting franchises. That doesn't seem like it's high enough, man. That seems so low for a guy that owns 2 sporting franchises in the 3rd largest city in America.
Well, I bet the worth is higher, right?
The White Sox are worth negative money.
The land that they play on is worth the money. That's what it is. The land is worth it.
Yeah, I don't understand because I mean, the White Sox have to be close to $1 billion, and I'm pretty sure the Bulls are worth over $1 billion.
Oh, they're well over $1 billion. I'm sure that the Sox are. You could probably get the Sox under $1 billion. I would say you can. You might get it at $1 billion because of Chicago again, but I don't think they're. I mean, if the Cubs got bought for under $1 billion, then like I wouldn't be surprised if the Sox couldn't get bought for under that price.
I don't know what
Wait,
website
did
you
you
went on.
know?
This one really bet says Rocky Wirt's net worth is somewhere between $100,000 and $1 million.
And a cheeseburger.
What a broke bitch.
They're struggling. This guy's struggling.
Somebody buy Rocky a meal.
Gross.
No wonder he sits in like the 100 section. He can't afford those skyboxes. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but like he's sitting in other people's seats, and then when they come, he like moves to another seat.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Well, wait, this is 116. Oh, I thought it was 126. My bad. So
Sorry,
sorry.
I didn't think you were coming. My seat's right behind you. Don't worry. I just wanted to sprawl out a bit.
Wait, did you know that Donald Sterling's worth $3.8 billion?
Yeah, you got a nice settlement money for being a racist. That's what happens.
That's the thing. See, like, everybody in the NBA is like, man, we did such a good thing by forcing Donald Sterling to sell his team for billions of dollars. Like, man, we really showed that guy by having somebody give him billions of dollars.
Tough life for
Like,
Donald.
even when you lose, you win. That's
Thoughts?
good.
Yeah.
I'd sell the team.
Thoughts and prayers to the Sterling estate.
He sold the team for $2 billion. Like, oh man, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me and my family. I just got this $2 billion.
Disgusting.
Does that just go to like a savings account?
Is he barred from buying another team?
Probably.
What if he
I
puts
would
on a
imagine.
disguise and he buys a different team? What if he buys the Knicks?
Ronald Hurling, and they're like, who the fuck?
You look familiar. You look really familiar.
He's like, no, and then he gets up to the podium and he just pulls off the mustache. And they're like, oh,
Me all along. God damn it, he got us.
damn it, we sold the team to Donald.
We wondered, how does this guy have $3 billion?
Do you know Donald Sterling was born in Chicago?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Why would I know that? Yeah, why do I care to know it now?
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting.
Are you just reading his bio right now?
Well, yeah, I'm on his Wikipedia because it came up like when I searched Jerry Reinsdorf, it came up with people also search, and it's weird that if you search Jerry Reinsdorf, the first one that people search is Donald Sterling after Jerry Reinsdorf. That's probably not good.
I love Donald.
But the second one's Michael Jordan.
I love Donald. He's a wonderful human being. I think he got the wrong end of the stick.
Nobody knows how to work these phones these days. Everybody's got a phone. Everybody's recording.
And then next was Michael Jordan, $1.6 billion.
Yeah,
he's almost got more money than he's got more money than Reinsdorf. That's pretty funny. That's pretty fucking hilarious.
Got them shoes. Nobody's dunking in Reinsdorf's right now.
The Reinsdorf ones.
Look at his Reinsdorf.
Air Reinsdorf. Gross. Just a terrible shoe.
He's like a lawyer shoe. He's like a loafer.
Who would be the brand? Dockers. Dockers has got a shoe inspired by Reinsdorf.
Look at his Air Reinsdorfs.
Donald Sterling lost his shoe indoors. What if like owners had sponsors too?
Well, Mark Cuban maybe. He's got cyber
like
dust.
Steve Ballmer's got his own shoe deal.
Yeah. Probably he would be the guy that would get it. He's so into it. He's gonna just wear his shoes all the time probably. He'll give his players all the shoes. Probably they look dorky, but he'll give it to them anyway, and then they're gonna have to wear it in front of them. Like,
He's probably sponsored by Skechers.
Did the Heat win yet? Did the Heat win? Go to the finals yet?
That's tonight, right?
The game is currently happening. For those of you listening,
96 90.
Celts?
Yeah. For those of you listening, you don't care because you already know what the hell happened in the game. So, sorry.
Really solid coaching, Boston side.
Yeah, there was it's gonna be exciting. Game 7's always fun.
And then
the games.
night,
Wait, first of all,
well, tonight I think the Lightning are going to take home the Stanley Cup, which proves I've every team I've rooted for so far in this playoff system. I've lost.
Why are you guys acting? Wait a second.
You got the magic touch.
We can't assume that there's going to be a Game 7. This game's still going on. So are we putting out there that there's going to be a Game 7?
Yes.
What?
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Game
heard it here
7s
first.
are tough. All right. Now let's edit and see if just in case he win. Wow. It looks like I don't have to jump in the lake right now because the Heat won, and I'm safe for this week.
You still have to jump in there's still a lot of lake
A
bets
lot of
unaccounted
lake
for.
left.
You still got like 7 or 8 lake bets floating around there.
Still got lake,
I got a
my
lot
friend.
of lake left.
And I don't have any Texas toast, god damn it.
Oh, well,
It's been months.
we'll send it out. We'll send it out. I
I'll
know.
tell you what. I'm gonna tell you right now, if we have like a friend's Christmas party, we do White Elephant again. The
I'm
one thing
getting
I'm wrapping up is Texas
that would
toast.
be funny.
I'm passing around Texas toast.
Like, why is this box so cold?
The
That'd
gifts
be
I brought
sick.
last year were not well received.
What you
What was the
get?
It
gifts
was
that you brought last year?
I think I can't remember what the other one was, but one of them was a box of Franzia, and we wrapped it real tight, and it was really heavy, so people thought it was really good. And I think Shannon and Brian got both of our gifts, and they were very upset when they opened both of them. I can't remember what the other one was, but the other one wasn't good either.
Why would Brian be upset with Franzia? Let's be real here. I mean,
I don't know.
should be the
I mean,
pretty good choice.
they said thank you, but Brian asked me why I didn't want to spend a little bit more money, and I was like, Brian, the limit's $30. I can only spend $30. He's like, you could have just give me the cash next time.
Yeah, he would say that.
Give me the money.
Yeah, you could have went with a nicer wine. That the whole point is it's Franzia.
Yeah,
Get box wine.
You
We
know,
slapped the bag a lot there that night.
Devin, you could be like, to get them to like it, be like, "Whoa, no, don't. This Franzia is a 90-point Franzia. You know, that's good. That's a lot of points." So,
Well, the whole Christmas party slapped the bag, and then I think they left it there. We're like, you don't
that's
want to
what you
take this with
usually
you?
do.
Like, this is your thing? And they're like, no, we're just gonna leave it here.
Just with everybody's freaking spit marks on it, like, yeah, we'll take this home. Suck this thing dry.
I haven't used one glass on this. Box almost empty.
It's for drinking straight out of the bag. That's the thing is everybody, if you're going to do like a white elephant game, everybody has to be on the same page. Like we're all doing funny gifts or we're all doing serious gifts.
Anyone that's doing,
You know, I'm going to do a funny one. I'm never going to do a
Michael
serious one.
Scott's. Who's putting a Michael Scott in our fucking in the grab bag right there, putting the iPod in there? I mean, come on. If you're that type of person, like you're trying to show off, like, oh
Well, you
yeah,
set a limit, so like nobody spend more than $30 per gift. Oh, I know what the other one was. The other one was $30 worth of scratch offs.
that's an awesome gift.
That's a good gift.
They
And we
didn't
put it in a
like
big
that.
box.
They didn't like
No,
that.
well, I think they won some money. Maybe not $30.
Why wouldn't they
maybe like $20.
Oh, I would be pissed if they got that and didn't like it. I'd be like, you kidding me? This is a chance to
That
get
was
rich.
It was a box of Franzia and $30 worth of scratch off tickets.
That sounds like a Saturday evening for me. So I don't know what the fuck's wrong with that.
That's like the ultimate stocking stuffer.
Yeah. They decided to pick the heaviest and the lightest gift.
Perfect.
That's on them.
Can I throw something very random out there? It's kind of related to what we're talking about because it's holiday-esque, and we are rapidly approaching October. Steve, can you please, for this Halloween and this Halloween only, go as Moon Man? Can we construct a Moon Man costume for you?
I'll have to create Moon Man. I'll give you a nice little like drawing of Moon Man. We're gonna have to figure out. Do I wear like a fishbowl over my head and then
It's gonna be like I want to do a big styrofoam one.
That'd be
a big
sick
styrofoam,
too.
like one of those planets you did for like science class.
I need an evil cape as well. Ones that have huge collars, like out here.
I was thinking like your body would be the moon, like you'd be walking around looking like Grimace.
Oh,
I think just your head's the moon.
I don't want to look like fucking Grimace. Fuck.
I control the tides. You just
Oh my god, it's a scary Grimace.
I can see in your room. I control the tides.
Oh man. Well, hey.
And then Nick's got to go as Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah, I mean he's a superhero.
He talks to animals.
I still love that Nick had to justify that, like to tell that it's not Dr. Doolittle. It's like, no, dude, you don't understand. Like he's going to talk to the animals. I'm like, yeah.
I didn't explain it well. I can coordinate they obey me and my
So did
commands.
Dr. Doolittle. They all obeyed him at the end because they knew his intentions were good.
No, but I have bad intentions and they follow me anyways. I'm a villain.
You're changing. You're flipping the switch. Dr. Doolittle was a good guy when you first brought him up. Now he's a bad guy. Why would he be bad? That makes me sad.
It's more fun.
Yeah, I just get lions from the zoo and they come out and I have them eat people that I don't like.
Fuck. Carol Baskin on
Good
him, I
Lord.
see.
Yeah.
You're going as Dr. Carol Baskin this year?
Yes.
Dude, how many, even though that's like about 9 years old, how many people are going to dress up as that shit for this year? I'm going to be so annoyed.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
That's
That
going to be
lot
happens.
of
the
people.
worst. It's going to be the worst.
By the time Halloween comes out, that was like 6 months ago.
Yeah, that's going to be the worst. I am
It's
not
long.
excited for that. Like, oh, Tiger King. Wow.
I
Carol
think it's been
Baskins. Wow.
It happened right when the shutdown started.
Yeah. It's going to be the least funny person that you work with. They're going to dress like one of the people from that. And then everybody else understands that, like, that was 3 years ago. So I think you're okay.
And then you gotta it's usually like your boss too, so you gotta be like, oh, Tiger King, ha ha ha, good one, love it.
Sir. Under your breath.
Yeah, and then you,
Fucking
yeah, you just talk shit about him behind his back.
douchebag.
He's not even out of the room yet. Still on the Skype call, the Zoom meeting.
Sorry, I thought I was on mute. Continue.
You just pretend like you're.
What?
Hey Nick, you see this douchebag dressed like Tiger King? You're all in the same chat. No, I was talking to Nick.
What's another bad Halloween costume? Just like an at this point like old reference or just a shitty one.
Shitty
Trump.
rap. Yeah, that shit's
Oh
annoying.
yeah. Well, it'll be a couple's costume where one is Trump and one's Biden.
Who's dressing like Biden?
How do you dress up like Joe Biden?
You gotta.
I don't know.
You just like you wear a suit, you be old, and you forget where you are.
Yeah, put a hearing aid in, and
you start yelling at people.
Yeah, Trump is just like you got the shitty hair and you're orange and you say dumb shit. Like they're both bad costumes, but someone's gonna do it.
Someone's gonna dress up like I don't know, Mitch Trubisky, and like he's gonna like do something stupid, and it's gonna be like, ha, good one.
They toss me a beer, and he'll throw it 10 yards over your head.
He'll throw it, like at the TV.
He'll be like, "What's a beer?" My name's Mitchell. Fucking loser.
Guy hates Mitchell.
My name's fucking Mitchell. I don't know. What else is gonna be a hot costume this year? No movies came out.
Yeah, well, I can't think of anything that's gonna be. Yeah,
Steve, I heard you're gonna go as Mulan. Is that true?
No, Mushu. You can't make a Mulan movie and not have a Mushu in it, right? Like that's stupid
That
as
was
fuck.
bullshit.
It's
You
dumb
think
as
it should have just
shit.
been Eddie Murphy? He just shows up.
That's why I hate all these stupid live action remakes of these Disney movies because they're all serious and they're not funny. And there's like no good funny. There's no good like. Well, it's not like Mulan's like funny all the time, but you know how like Disney movies have some humor to them. Like Mushu is there strictly for humor. Without him, what the fuck? You just got some serious movie that's depressing. I don't want to fucking watch that.
Hard pass.
It's just terrible.
You're not gonna watch Mulan?
No, I didn't watch the Lion King one because that was like kind of lame. It doesn't come off the right way when it's like kind of like real animals. It's cute
The
when it's
Jungle Book
cartoons.
good.
That was a
live
good
action
one.
Jungle Books.
I will say
Both of
that
them
was.
were.
I will say that, but I am just a big fan of the music in the Jungle Book. I mean, that's
I love it. That's
Jungle
one of my
Book's like the
favorites.
best Disney music of
Yeah.
all time, arguably.
It's gotta be that Lion King.
What other movies? You gonna dress up like Ted Lasso?
What the fuck? If you,
What is Ted Lasso?
I think the premise of the show is he's an American football coach and he goes to Europe to coach a soccer team.
All right, do you
Oh,
remember when he
yeah,
did
I saw
promos? He did promos
I
like
saw the
that.
preview.
He did promos as Ted Lasso like 5 years ago for NBC doing Premier League coverage, and then they just turned it into a movie or a TV show.
Is that like when the Geico cavemen got their own TV show?
Yeah, I'm gonna dress up as them for Halloween. The Geico. You guys get it? You guys get it? Geico caveman.
I'm halfway there.
I think it's at the point now where it's funny again because it was so long ago.
I wouldn't have to do much.
Yeah, true. Especially for you, Devin. You should dress up as a caveman or a hobo. One of the two.
I mean, I'm doing that now.
Yeah, true. You're halfway there.
I
You just need to wrap
Not
a
really-
handkerchief around a stick, and you'll be good to go.
It's not really dressing up if I do it every day. You know what I mean?
Just wear your formal clothes, and that'll be your homeless outfit.
I'm gonna go with Steve.
Good joke. I'm actually very fancy.
I don't know if I have enough hair product.
I'm gonna
stand up.
I'm gonna go as Rex Ryan's wife and suck on these toes right here, boy.
End the
I'm
show.
ending the show.
God damn it!
God damn it!
You got us again.
Got him.
Damn it!
Toe gazer.
Follow us on Instagram, Jumbo Podcast, Twitter at Jumbo Podcast, YouTube. Check out the wrap-up video that we're gonna do after this. If I'm not too scarred, just search Relatively Jumbo Podcast. Subscribe. Tell all of your friends. Tell them they'll love it. They love it. I talked to them. They said that they're into it. Last thoughts.
Go Bears. We're undefeated, and nothing's gonna stop us.
Devin.
Super Bears Super Bowl.
Yes, I agree. I would concur.
Go Cubs. We're out.
No.
Fuck.